Is FTX bankrupt? Welcome to this video. My goodness, what a topic. I don't think 2 weeks ago we could have even imagined such a headline. But while I believe FTX is not bankrupt, and I think it's just a lot of FUD on social media, spurred also from probably Sam Bankman maybe having hit an unlucky tone when it comes to crypto regulation, and I just think there's a lot of larger players now taking a bit of a issue with that. Obviously, I do think that every kind of rumor has a little bit to it, and in this case, it does have some kind of substance to it. And in this case, let's discuss this a bit. Where's all this coming from? Well, it's coming from actually the very same problem, or very similar problem, to why Celsius at the end went bankrupt. And the idea here is the following. Celsius had the CEL token, and FTX is using the FTT token, where they're holding a super large amount of that token. And because they're holding that and they're using that as collateral towards obligations, there's this massive risk that because this token is actually completely liquid in the amount of size that they're giving this out, that if some of their counterparties would actually liquidate that token, that would cause the price to drop and would cause even more liquidations, because other counterparties would say, hey, you owe me collateral and you need to post more collateral. So this could have this really dangerous kind of death spiral. At the end, this is actually something super similar to what the Fed has to deal with treasury markets. Obviously, with treasury markets being something completely different than an FTT token or a Solana token. So, but in principle, it's actually the exact same issue that we're seeing in the general markets and that FTX is seeing right now. So what could this mean? Well, this could mean that Alameda research, which is separate from FTX, I think also from a legal kind of and liability standpoint. So the exchange FTX and Alameda should be separate. But that's not so much the question here. The question here, I think, is not so much is FTX liquid or solvent that they can process your withdrawals. I think FTX is. It's very unlikely that it's not. But the question probably becomes more on what does this mean for markets if we now have another Celsius moment or another Terra Luna moment? Well, the big question is how much sell-off are we going to see? Today it was said that FTX is going to start buying up FTT. At least Sam Bankman kind of made some insinuations on social media. So he seems to be using a lot of crypto or fiat, let's see, to support the FTT price, and maybe also to buy up, I think, $500 million to $1 billion worth of FTT from Binance. And this is where this entire thing kind of spiraled out of control, because CC on Twitter posted that they are selling about $600 million worth of FTT tokens that they got from their exit out of the equity stake at FTX, I think a year ago. So all of that together, it is kind of explosive, and it could be really, really dangerous. I want to be very clear here. So to compare this, like we have the Terra Luna collapse, we have the Three Arrows collapse, we have the Celsius collapse. All of this really reminds way more of the Celsius collapse. It has nothing to do with the Terra Luna collapse with UST, has nothing to do with Three Arrows, who bet on a Bitcoin price recovering and completely underestimated, I think, that Tesla was going to sell $800 million, which got them on the wrong foot. It has way more to do than using something illiquid, in this case, FTT tokens and Solana tokens, as a large part of their collateral towards their obligations. And so if these tokens drop in price too much, it's going to cause liquidations. It's going to cause the request of posting more collateral, which is something that Alameda research may or may not have. Let's say they don't have it. That can cause to a lot of other liquidations in the billions of dollars, which could cause obviously a lot of pressure on the prices, which again could cause more liquidations, which, and you can kind of continue the story, which is going to have this death spiral. And so at the moment, I don't think there's much to kind of worry, to be honest. I think obviously if you're using FTX, I'll leave it up to you if you want to withdraw funds there or not. I posted this on social media as well. Neither myself nor my company Cake DeFi has any exposure to either FTX or Alameda Research. I would probably, if I had funds on there, I would probably remove them and move them to another exchange, just because why would I take that additional risk? There are exchanges out there that are not in these kind of crosshairs that seem to be doing without any issues, and you never know, right? So that would be at least me. Now, if you're not concerned, then you shouldn't be concerned. I do think, though, that FTX and Alameda is separate enough from a legal perspective. The effect on the crypto prices really depend on how much liquidations is Alameda Research going to face, how much do they have to do, how much additional buying support does Alameda or FTX actually have to do in order to support the FTT price and the Solana price, which seem to be those two tokens that really kind of make up a huge part of the balance sheet and that need to support a lot of the pricing there. So yeah, that's where we're at. It's a crazy week ahead. I'll do a second video a bit later where I'll talk about 7 things I'm watching this week. It's definitely going to be insane. Tonight, I will be doing a special DeFi chain deep dive. Tomorrow, we have a Cake DeFi kind of look into, obviously always with the general markets. And yeah, it's going to be an insane week. So I hope you're not missing anything. Click subscribe, follow, like, and share this kind of video with friends if you're getting value out of this. With this, all the best. Stay safe, stay healthy. See you around. Julian, bye-bye.